This is Dave Henderson with Alpine Skies Studio and the Alpine Art League. I'm out here at my home, Alpine Skies Studio, and we just finished our 3-day Open Studios tour. And it was a blast. It was really interesting and really exciting to meet people that have a passion for the arts. And we had pretty good turnout, you know, for a first time. But for those of you who are not able to attend, I wanted to walk you through what we had put up. And we put a lot of effort into it, and I just wanted to share it with you. So let's walk you through what we got here. I went back in time and pulled out some of my sculptures from 30 years ago. This is when I was a kid in high school. This piece right here is ceramic, and I built that way back in my senior year of high school, I think it was. Right next to that one is my little sand sculpture and my little cement sculptures that I've been making. Just something happy, you know, to get the mood going. We've got a piece in there that's going to turn into something someday. But the idea was to have art out here in nature, to be able to show it in a beautiful setting. Again, my ceramics. This is a piece again from probably when I was 20, and I'm 58, so that's been going back quite a while. I'm not quite sure what the meaning is of this piece, but I just like it. And it was made by throwing two pieces, I think one or two pieces, and then doing a coil technique to finish the top. And it's a pretty interesting piece. I don't know what the title is, or you know, some of this stuff gets so weird, you know. But anyway, some of my wheel work back in the day, and some of these guys you've seen before, my little garden thing. And again, I just love stuff that brings a smile to my face. We have an example or a layout of the classroom opportunities I'd like to have up here in Alpine, at the Alpine Sky Studio. And these just shows the various setups for students. One of my favorite pieces, a ceramic piece I did. Good balance, the weight is good. The glaze came out well. And you just never know with ceramics, at least when you're not doing it a bunch, what you're going to get. It's always, I remember opening the kiln, it was like Christmas time. And here we show the process of making an artificial rock, the steel work, the burlap, and then you have the structure begin to take shape. This is using diamond lath on top of the rebar. Yes, get the camera right there, cameraman. And then putting the different stuff on. This is from different projects I've done. I just use up the extra cement and start to build my scratch coat. So what will that be one day? I don't know. We will see. My brother-in-law, John Dumas, excuse me. His sister called him Jackie, and I've just always known him as Jackie. But John Dumas, he was down at La Jolla Shores once, and he took a couple pictures of the foam, and the foam made that face. And that is not photocopied, or rather photoshopped at all. And he tells a story about how this phenomenal thing happened, and it was very important. And it helped him out, because life gets hard and sometimes things happen. And that was one of the things that was a big blessing. My pot that I threw in 3 big chunks, and it's about almost 4 feet tall. And it's got the stuff cut out. My doodles that I did, all these strange things that come out of the mind of man. That's crayon, some of the other pieces. This was just sort of a process to define who I am, where I'm at, what's going on. And some of the other little doodles. And some of the sand sculpture work going back many years. This is up in Washington State. I think it's the Central State Fair, I believe. And we have airplanes. Up here in Alpine, we get a lot of airplanes. My answer sheet answers all the questions about sand sculpture. Some of the doodles from my dialysis days, if you can see those, and more of that kind of thing. So I put out all the stuff that sort of showed my story and my history. My stepson Jeremy did that beautiful photograph. He does amazing work. It's very, very interesting, and I just love it. Very original. Jeremy Woodall. More of the doodles. Some of this pencil sketch work that I've done over the years. Again, just sort of the process of life. This one was sort of how I felt at times. And then the question, where am I? What's my purpose? Where are you, God? What do you want me to do kind of God thing. This is what this little doodle is about. And then a little hand study. And this is one of my favorites, flying back from the East Coast doing a sand sculpture. I saw the clouds, and that's kind of what it looked like, and you sort of have the sense that God is sort of holding us in the palm of his hand. So we have sand sculptures again, and I got my little reflector on there. Pieces from my dialysis days. Very strange man drawing these things. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. But this one I shared on Instagram a while back. But this was just time spent in a chair with nothing else to do. And so I decided to try and make the best of it. And I drew the guy sitting across from me. And I thought, let's put him in a place outside of here. So I put him in Montana or somewhere. And then the sand sculpting work that I've done over the years. And you could spend time on all these. I know you're probably bored already, but this is sort of part of my journey. And then my stepson again, Jeremy Woodall, with these wonderful texture studies. So this is some of what we had going on up here, and people were so nice. It was so cool to have these fine folks coming up here and saying hello. More of the pieces here down that aren't finished yet. This is a wet carved cement piece. You mix it up and then you start carving it when you get done with the forming aspect of it. These pieces are still waiting to be finished up, as you may have seen on other little videos and stuff. So we had a good turnout. I got some email lists. I spent a lot of time trying to set it all up. But this whole space out here is a place I want to have a classroom and be able to teach people what to do in terms of their creative side. And so there's trails that I have around my property that I just would love to have people go and enjoy. There's the Mountain View Trail, the Loop Trail, and the Ocean View Rock. And we have a nice driveway, so you get a good workout coming up here if you walk up it. But you can drive up it, you don't have to walk. And so this piece is one I've showed on other little photos and maybe videos. It's one of the ones that I think looks a little more finished and nice. Played with the name a little bit, sort of the ascent of man, or just ascension. Got a little guy hanging out in the back, climbing up. Made him from a paper clip. And then the face I just carved into there. But it's just neat seeing art in nature. Here's a pot I threw from a fellow at church who had a kiln. He let me give it a go. So after 25 years, I put that down and was able to keep doing it. Sort of like riding a bicycle. You kind of don't forget how to ride a bicycle, you know. So looking forward to the one in springtime when the wildflowers are all taken off and everything's more green. And we're expecting rain tonight and tomorrow. So we were lucky that we sort of dodged a bullet and God kept the rain away. But I wanted to give you a little flavor for what we set up here. We had Lori Bezer, who's here. We had nice tables and chairs and everything. We do have views everywhere. And we have Lori's wonderful work. These are award-winning pieces. And I love the richness of the color. Just amazing. And then if I can be so bold, can I? No, it's still hooked to the stand. I want to show you the one behind it, but really love Lori's work. It's just so rich and amazing. And then Brianna Bezer, her daughter, has a Bachelor of Science degree in art, and she has the coolest stuff. Oh my gosh, just amazing. Beautiful pieces. So, what's your website, Brianna? Do you have a... creativeconscience.space. creativeconscience.space. Spacey. That's spacey. creativeconscience.space. Wow, look at this. I think this was a portal, I think she said. That's crazy. And this piece I've seen before and I just love it. Oh, isn't that awesome? So you guys, I'm telling you, take a risk, put it out there, have fun, do something you love, do something you're passionate about. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to stumble and trip a little bit, because it's nothing worse than getting done with your life and go, wow, I wish I should have. So I hope you guys are doing good. Sorry for being so long, but I just wanted to get you a little taste of what we did up here this past 3 days, and I'm just so thankful it's not raining. So be thankful, be forgiving, let go of all bitterness, and then be creative, because it is more fun being happy. And life's pretty short. You never know how many more days you got. So anyway, thank you for watching. Dave Henderson, Alpine Sky Studio. and that's alpineskies.com. I hope you are well. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.